What makes a great story? Three things. Number one, a great story is usually non-linear. What do I mean by that? Linear means, if you think of it as a timeline, 1st of January this happened, 1st of Feb this happened, 1st of March this happened. And when you talk about a story in this way, it is not really quite a captivating story for the audience. It is just merely listing events in a chronological sequence, if it's linear. So that's why a great story, a story that's captivating, a story that is memorable to the audience, a story that is going to help the audience feel and also think logically, both the emotions and the logic, would be a story that follows a curve. Yeah, so that's number one. Number two, what would be the key ingredients on this curve? Well, every great story, you want to have the most important part of the curve, and that's the conflict. What does it mean by a conflict? A conflict refers to the problem, it refers to the tension, it refers to something that the audience members will think, hey, that is something that I've encountered before. That's the problem I've encountered before. Hey, how do you solve this? This is where you get the audience to resonate with you. Why? It's a famous saying that people buy into your failures first, then your successes. So often it's when you are able to share the kind of problem that you've gone through, people connect with you instantly. Now your problem, your conflict need not be something big, like involving the death or natural disaster or perhaps a disease of sorts. But that particular conflict can be something that, so long as it can resonate with the audience, something that your audience members encountered before, like maybe sustaining a scratch, maybe getting blisters when they cook. Yeah, something is a problem that they encounter. It's a good enough a problem, a conflict for your story. The third one, to make a story excellent, is what I would say dialogue. Dialogue over narration. Stories, they're not meant to be just told in a passive voice. You need to have sentences in the active voice as well. And that's where having dialogue helps to make your character come to life. So have dialogue in your story. Instead of saying that I reached home, my mom asked me where I had been. That is just pure narration. That is in a passive voice. Instead, if you say, I reached home, my mom looked at me and this was what she said. Where have you been? Now that would make the characters come to life. All the best in crafting your stories, and stay tuned to more videos on effective public speaking techniques and strategies.